This family lives with 7 tigers. What happened next is hard to believe. They're one of the most perilous animals in the world, yet one family show no fear when it comes to their pet tigers. They play and swim with them, and even allow their children to ride on their backs. In Maringa, Brazil, there's a man named Ari Borges and his family. Surprisingly, they don't have just one tiger, but 7 of them. Ari lives with his 3 daughters, Dusanira, Uyara, and Nayara, and all of them share their home and lives with these huge cats. They do everything together, like eating, sleeping, and even swimming with the tigers. They have a strong bond and spend a lot of time together, treating the tigers like part of their family. What's even more surprising is that Ari didn't have any experience with tigers before. But 8 years ago, he rescued 2 of these big cats from a circus, and they became a part of their family. Despite the challenges, Ari and his daughters have formed a unique bond with these tigers, living their lives in a way that most people can only imagine. After he found them living in bad conditions, he decided to build an enclosure and welcomed them into the family. Now, there are 7 baby tigers in Ari's house, running around and playing. 20-year-old Nayara has formed a special bond with one of the tigers, Tom, and regularly swims with him. But not all members of the family are so happy about having tigers around. Uyara's husband Rafael is terrified of big cats. And Yara's decision to allow her young daughter to interact with the tigers is not going down well. Now Ari has plans to open a 40-acre eco park in Maringa, where his beloved animals can roam free. But until that time, Ari and his family will continue their intimate but controversial relationship with their feline pets. The tiger slurped desperately on his pink nursing bottle and spilled milk all over the place, while the other tiger patiently waited to take a swim in the family pool. It would look like a normal family, but Dan and Tom, 2 tigers, weigh 320 kilograms and have sharp claws that can cut a person in half. They were raised along with other tigers, all living with Ari Borges' 3 daughters. Even though experts say it's harmful and could lead to an attack, the large wild cats continue to roam freely in his small home in a busy part of southern Brazil. So far, there hasn't been an attack, but many people find this situation very risky. Mr. Borges also has 2 lions, a monkey, and a pet chihuahua named Little in his homemade animal sanctuary. They all share a large space surrounded by tall metal fences and high wooden walls, keeping them separated from the outside world. The Brazilian family is now locked in a legal dispute for the big cats, with federal wildlife officials working to take them away. While Mr. Borges has a license to raise the animals, wildlife officials say he illegally bred the tigers, creating a public peril. Borges says it all started in 2005 when he first rescued 2 abused tigers from a traveling circus. He defends his right to breed the animals and says he gives them a better home than they might find elsewhere in Brazil. He stated, "Sadly, there are so many animals perishing in zoos that have no oversight. My animals are treated extremely well. We're preserving and conserving the species. We have a great team of veterinarians. We give them only the best, but we're being persecuted." IBAMA, Brazil's environmental protection agency that also oversees wildlife, declined repeated requests for comment. IBAMA is trying to legally make Borges have surgery for the male tigers so they can't have babies. They also want to take away Borges' license to take care of the animals and get the tigers. Borges disagreed and has asked a federal court to decide. Ari's daughter Nayara, who grew up with the tiger cubs, worries that if they are taken away, they might be treated badly. Uyara, who is 23 years old, said, "At first we were scared of them, but as time went on, we saw them every day, fed them, gave them baths and water. And we started to fall in love with them. We never thought we could live with such ferocious animals." Uyara trusts the cats so much, she even allows her 2-year-old daughter Uyara to sit atop them. She even said, "My father would perish or kill himself if these tigers are taken away. They're everything to us, they're my brothers. We've lived with them day and night for 8 years. This family can't bear the thought of losing them." However, Experts, like Patty Finch from the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, are worried. They say having tigers around, especially with young children, is perilous. Tigers might get triggered and behave unpredictably. Finch believes the boar has family isn't helping the tigers by keeping them in captivity. Finch believes the tigers should be in the wild where they belong. But the boar's family thinks differently. They play and hang out with the tigers, treating them like they're part of the family.